say to New Yorkers, it is safe. Take it. And I want to have the best distribution because ideally we want to be the first COVID-safe state in the nation. What's our goal? New York is the best. Highest goal. First state to immunize, vaccinate everybody. That's our goal. Why, you said the bar hard? Yeah, it's New York. We said the bar is actually. Say to New Yorkers, it is safe. Take it. And I want to have the best distribution because ideally we want to be the first COVID-safe state in the nation. What's our goal? New York is the best. Highest goal. First state to immunize, vaccinate everybody. That's our goal. Well, you said the bar hard. Yeah, it's New York. We said the bar is hard as you can.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors being to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those in the gospel abroad, lift up the standard, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Wherever it may be, it's the Akia Mahaloya coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord's will it be edifying to wake up the hopeful elect about the times that's coming. This is titled, Don't Be Ignorant of Satan's Devices. Okay, as we know that this whole, and I'm gonna try to speak around the matter because they're getting real antsy about dealing with certain content on these algorithms. So they're being exposed left and right. But basically, don't fall for the okie doke. Brother did a lesson on that last week, 5 days ago, titled "Don't Fall for the Okie Doke," because now they got these clinical trials and test studies that's offering people money to go ahead and get themselves pumped up with a bunch of poison, which according to the scriptures, you're not supposed to deal with pharmaceuticals or, pills and stuff like that. But we've all been brought up in a society to do such. So, you pop an aspirin here or two, it is what it is. But as far as getting on medication, like some people are diabetic, some people suffer from hypertension, they get contingent and dependent upon this medicine to the point that they can't wean themselves off of it. Why? Because it's ultimately sorcery. Because those medicines, they put what they call spells on you. And it's no different with this particular substance here. That's designed to really kill you off. Because a lot of people are going to get sick from taking this particular instrument of death, so to speak. And this is Esau's goal. Esau's primary goal is to kill off the children of Israel, you so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. All right? And, hey, that's on the Georgia Guidestones. So this guy, Kumo, basically tell you that he has an effective way to distribute this thing, and it's none other than what Trump was speaking about the military. Because if you do something in a powerful and discreet but in an effective manner, you're going to use some firepower behind that, all right? And most people are afraid of military presence. When you see military presence circumventing your neighborhoods, you all back get it's all you already get in a sense of in a sense of fear. Like you wake up one morning and you see these troops surrounding your houses, you're gonna be afraid, like, oh shit, what the hell? But that's how this thing is gonna come, because they know the majority of the people are gonna buck up against it. So they need some type of task force to go ahead and bring about this global tyranny. And for our people, this is going to be one primary culprit that's going to get you wrapped up in your own BS, man, because like we've been telling y'all, this is happening, that this is going to happen, but yet you're looking forward to it, all because you want to get back to the quote-unquote normalcy way of living, which we say in every other video, there's not going to be a normal way of living. It's not going to be, this is it. Wearing masks, that's not normal, man. That's completely left field. That's completely draconian. You got these people afraid out of their minds, and the elites got you right where they want. So it's no coincidence that they're getting ready to make their ultimate move. And we've been reading about it, we've been studying about it, brothers have been prophesying about it. So therefore, the Lord is going to bring it into existence. Okay, so I got a few precepts lined up I'm gonna actually read Psalm 140, and I'm gonna start at verses 1. It says, "Deliver me, O power, from the evil men, and preserve me from the violent men." This is talking about Esau, Edom. If you fast forward into today's age, because Esau, hey, like I said, his thing is death, his thing is killing, his thing is destruction. Everything that you see this man engage in is nothing but confusion and murder and death. Okay, it's never upright. Primary example, look at the way that this man runs his businesses. Look how he runs his establishments. He brings chaos and confusion and contention just because. It don't have to be. Like if you notice, like if you go on Glassdoor and you look at a lot of these particular jobs on how their ratings are, they have a lot of bad ratings because the way they run their companies. They ultimately run it to bring about inconvenience to people. Same thing was going on with my job now. It don't have to be the way it is, but in order for them to push this nonsense, they're going to run it the way they're going to run it so they can ultimately get people frustrated so they can either quit or people can comply. Once again, I spoke on it on my previous video called Hegelian Dialectics, okay, which is a proverbial squeeze, you know. So that's what they do. That's Esau's nature. He's the inconvenient man, which imagine mischiefs in the hearts, and continually they're gathered together for war, okay? And this is nothing but a mischief that they're putting into play, you know? War. Like you got the polio, and you got the Tuskegee Airmen or the Tuskegee experiment, which those men were injected with syphilis. And if you know that you have an uncurable treatment of syphilis, that can cause brain damage, man. It's almost being like, what's the name of that particular disease? It's kind of like suffering from dementia. Dementia and brain syphilis can be along the same symptoms. And they showed you that in that movie Capone, when he was mentally deteriorating, he basically died from syphilis, man, because he was untreated. And I believe he had it since he was a teenager, since he was like 13 or something like that. And it was left untreated. And as years went by, and you know, on top of his lifestyle, murder and drugs and killing and alcohol and partying and women, it took a toll on his mind. And eventually, man, the dude just dropped dead. You know, he was seeing things, he was seeing voices, hearing voices. He was deplicating on himself, pissing on himself, you know. And it's the same thing with the Tuskegee experiment. When they basically injected these men with syphilis, these men, they died from it eventually, you know. And the ones that didn't die right away, they got real sick, you know. Then eventually they died off. Why? Because this man is the devil. And it says here, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Addis poison is under their lips. Salah. Alright. Now you heard what Kumo just said. That's poison, man. You know, and he basically stated that they were sure about what they wanted to do. Okay, so those of you that's looking for the new normal, it ain't gonna be normal no more. Alright. Esau is already really the Most High. This is his program, this is his movie. He's already set the stage as to what he's getting ready to do to you people. Okay, so this is judgment that's going to be declared upon the entire earth, okay? And us, hopeful of the elect, we're going to escape this thing. You know, the Lord's going to provide a way for us to escape this hell that's coming on the earth, while the rest of you people are going to get caught up in it. And a lot of you Israelites out there that know you're of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, this is going to be for you too, because the scriptures say judgment should start at my house first. And we're talking about men that's negating and bring out this information. Men that's forbidding to tell you the entire truth of the scriptures. For men that's telling you that the mark of the beast is not the microchip. For men that's committing adultery and putting on a parody show for Israel. For men that want to put out rap videos and make it doctrine, man. You guys are getting ready to get tortured, man. You know? And I ain't got to say no names, but I can say some names, but I ain't going to say it. But we can just tell by the spirit and by certain men's works that they ain't going to make it up out of here, man. Primary example, look at what happened to the God-sent quote-unquote comforter, man. You know, like the brother put, he said, since when the comforter is a nigga that eat drumsticks and wear a damn wave cap? Since when the God-sent comforter, the Holy Spirit, could be locked up and die from COVID? All right? That ain't the comforter, man. You know, like this guy, General Yohana. That man, hey, he's exemplified. He's showing you that he's not a man of the Lord. And men that follow him, you know. Guys that blatantly deceive you, they gonna get caught up in this because the scriptures say your sins will find you out. So if you negating the word of the Most High to save face for Esau, Edom, or congregation, or whether it's for a monetary gain, the Lord is going to figure you out, and ultimately you're going to succumb to the judgments that you were literally trying to elude. All right. It says here, keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. All right. And they had something called the God gene in you that allows the Israelites to have a receptive relationship with the Most High. And with this particular poison they put in you, I heard that does away with it. And the testimony will come from a woman. I believe she was in a medical field. She understood and studied viruses, etc. She brought it out and tell you that this thing will totally disannul your relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Which you Edomites, you're disannulled from the agreement anyway. You were never promised. So at the end of the day, this ain't for you. You know, we're talking about the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native American. Because contrary to popular opinion, even though the 2/3 are wicked, every last Israelite still got that God gene in them because we're the people of the Most High. It just the Most High chose certain men who he was going to activate. And the 2/3 of his people, which is 66.6%, 2/3 of your lights didn't come on. The Lord didn't program. He didn't put the battery in you yet. You know, you got to get taken back to the factory for remanufacturing. Okay, you got to go back to the assembly line because the first copy, it came out defective, which the Lord purposely did that, you know, just to show his power through a lesser means, so to speak, through the election, because the scriptures say that the Lord didn't deal with us because we were mighty, but because we were few in number. And that's spiritual because, hey, the elect, we are few in number. And the Lord is going to do a magnificent work through his hopeful elect to confound the majority of you people, you know. And it says, and the proud hid a snare for me in courts, okay? Oh, we'll pay you money to go get this clinical trial. We'll pay you $1,200. Most Jake's going to hop on that. Why? Because Jake, man, they like money. You know, they're not in tune with what's going on. As long as they can, you know, get some new gear, possibly a new ride, you know, get them a zip of weed or whatever they going to do, some Cavassier or whatever, they cool, man. You know, before you know it, all that goes on social media, you know, just so he can get some thought. A guy like that gonna take the $1,200 for the clinical trial, and on top of that, they don't have enough people participating, so they may up it up another $1,200. They may pay you $2,400, then $36, then $48, then 6 racks. You know, they may do that. And you know most Negroes, man, they that desperate, they gon', man, come on, bro. Jake ain't gonna turn down $6,000 free dollars, though it comes with a price. Okay, it comes with a price of being sick and dead. Because my thing is this, right? If they're talking about that this particular substance that they want to distribute to the entire populace of the world will make you immune to what's going on out here, won't you just let everybody catch it then so they can get immune? Because if you catch a particular virus, you become immune to it outside of the common cold, because we know the common cold has different strands of the cold, and it's never the same, what do you call it, it's another virus. It's never the same strand of the rhinovirus, which shows you that they have different patterns on this common cold. And this is why most people don't go to the hospital for the common cold. All right, it's called the rhinovirus. They have so many different strands of this particular virus to the point you can never totally become immune to it. That's why every time people catch a common cold, it's a different strand, because you can't catch the first one again, because your immune system has set up antibodies throughout your body, throughout your red blood cells and white blood cells, to fight off any type of infection. All right, so why can't this be the same thing? Which shows you that it's an agenda behind this shit, man. But you people, you don't think, man. All right, because you're too damn complacent. All right. And it says here, it says, the proud have hid snares for me in cords, and they have spread the net by the wayside, and they have gin set for me. But oh, Yahweh, thy Lord, the strength of my salvation, thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Meaning the elect gonna be covered. All right, we gonna be straight out here. We ain't gonna succumb to the poisons and to the chip. We're not gonna succumb to none of this stuff, man. The Lord is gonna give us a way. And hey, your job start talking that madness, the Lord gonna say, get up and leave, man. You know, like my job, man, they want to do, and I see what they doing. They want to do a test, a nose swab on people just so they can hand out winter operations. But I peep their game. They talking about, well, we're not going to put it all the way in the nose. See, they getting slick with it. But see, they doing that because really this job don't want nobody coming back positive, because they need people for this winter. to do this funky ass snow shit. So they gonna try to, work around a way of saying they tested people by testing people, but not for real testing people, if you get my drift. But at the end of the day, I don't trust none of these motherfuckers, man. So I might be up out of here in a couple of weeks, man, depending on what they're talking about, man. I'm not dealing with it, and the Lord put a spirit on me to endure this, man. So, hey, call lawyer, how about you, how shy, man? We coming into some serious times, man. If you can't see that, it's because the spirit of the Lord is not really resting upon your soul. That's why it says here, grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked. The desires of the new world order. It says, further not his wicked device, okay, which is the devices they're talking about, including the chip, including the medicines that they want to pump out. These are devices of the wicked. Okay, it says, lest they exalt themselves. So if Esau get that new world order off the ground, oh man, this man is going to be extremely proud. It's going to be extremely pompous. They finally chipped all the Israelites and inoculated all of them by force. It won't be none. This man will literally try to go sit on a throne of the Most High if he can do it, man. All right, because that would be his next plan. Look to what that whole CERN BS is all about. For those of you that don't understand what CERN is about, watch Stranger Things. That shows you there. And it says, as for the head of those that compass me about, let mischief of their own lips cover them, and let burning coals fall upon them, and let them be cast into the deep pits that rise not up again. Your slavery. But anyway, with that, brothers, I'm going to close it down here. You can read 2nd Ezra 15th chapter, 16th chapter. It goes well into these particular instances too. But with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Shai. And with that, Shalom and a bubble ball.